Hi, we're back today, and it's June 4th. It's 2:20. We're going to be taking the test. I'm taking my driver's test at 3:30 today.
In Logan, because it was the only place that he could get in within 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're doing appointments, 30-minute differences between different appointments. And so that's the time that I got. So we're going to go there and video it and see how it goes. Let you know then.
Hey guys, you may be wondering why in the world we're doing a video on somebody taking his driver's test. It's because of this stupid COVID. So things are different.
I really didn't know what to expect when we were literally signing up for it, because you can't just go and take one. You have to sign up online, which is hard to get a date because so many people are held back from getting theirs. And so
Alex's birthday was 2.5 months ago. So he's been waiting a while to take this test.
we actually had to take it in a different location than our one locally.
Yeah, our local DMV is like 1 mile away, 2 miles away, maybe, where Ashley took her test.
Mm-hmm. But they're not offering the appointment test at the moment.
No, these COVID tests are a bit different. The person giving the test doesn't even get in the car with you. So he's was at the Logan DMV there, and now they're driving through town to get to the place where he's actually going to take the test. So he's not actually taking the test at the moment. He's just driving to where he's going to take the test. But he had to go in and get all his paperwork filled out at the DMV. Now he's driving over to this place where he's going to take the test. And the test is given in Logan County at the Logan High School parking lot.
On the island.
On the island. Yeah.
The island, yeah. It's actually on the island. The river goes around it there. Guy and Dot. I was at work. Alex's mother was also at work, so he had to go in with his grandmother, take this test, because it was an 1.5-hour drive from where we live to get to this location. But it's the earliest one he had. In order to take it someplace closer, he was going to be several months out taking it.
Yeah, his next appointment was supposed to be July 1st at Parkersburg.
Which is what we were going to have to do if I didn't go on the website before taking the test, because Dad's car needed an inspection sticker. It went out the month before, and if we showed up, that would have been twice in a row that I went to take my test and would be invalid.
So they got an inspection sticker
That
earlier
morning.
the morning of the test.
I would have had to wait another month or so. That would have been awful.
Yeah. So here he is pulling into the little parking lot where he's going to take the test. There's a person from the DMV in one of those vehicles there. So they just sit over there and wait on students or test takers to come over and take the test.
So we're actually just waiting on her to come over and start talking to us.
And
there
there
is
she
right there.
is. Ashley's actually taking this video from her car.
So right here, she's just signing the paperwork saying that she's the instructor and that she's writing down the answers.
And she's saying that she can't get in the car because of the COVID, which we already knew. Does she have a mask on?
I did not.
Did she have one? She didn't have one?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So
Now,
she's... Go ahead.
now she's basically just saying, like, talking about normally about the test, about like how a licensed driver has to be with me or the age of 21, because the instructor can't be in there with you, but basically just saying that she can't talk to me or aid to me in any reason, and if she sees us talking to each other, that's an automatic fail. That's one thing that we had to, it was different.
Now they're going to do the little inspection of the car, make sure Alex knows how to turn his signal lights on, and
Make sure they all work.
make sure they work. He knows how to turn the headlights on and off, high beams, windshield wipers, emergency flashers,
Reverse
Parking
light.
brake.
parking brake, which in my car is an electronic parking brake. That's what she was looking into the car there earlier for us to check that out.
And to check the wipers as well. And the horn.
Horn blows.
She told us we had to have both of the windows down during the test just in case she needed to talk to us for any reason.
Now she's checking the rear lights, emergency flashers, signal lights.
Reverse light.
She puts it in reverse here, make sure the reverse lights come on. Now, the actual test that he takes, the driving portion, is crazy short. It can't be more than a quarter mile. It's all left turns. How many stop signs?
There's 3 stop signs.
3 stop signs. No stoplights. No yield signs.
No
I don't
speed
think he
limit
had-
changes.
No speed limit changes. I don't think he had any traffic to deal with.
There was no traffic.
There could be some cars over there, but
Typically not, because it's mainly just a school area and schools are shut down.
correct.
And so now she's basically just pointing me the route of where to
She's-
go. That's
This
what we're
is-
doing here.
All left turns. So Alex is prepared to be a NASCAR driver. Turn left. Turn left. Alex was very courteous during this. I don't know if he was trying to suck up to the lady giving him a test, but everything out of his mouth was, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes ma'am. It worked. He passed.
It did.
So, I mean, well, she was incredibly detailed about her instructions here, which was basically just, hey, turn left at that stop sign. Go to the next stop sign. Turn left at that stop sign. So I actually took her test locally, and it was a lot more complicated than this. So he's getting ready to take off here.
Just backing out of the parking space like usual. Ashley was actually talking to herself in this audio clip, just saying, don't pull forward. Don't pull forward.
I was scared that he was going to pull through the parking spot and not back out of it. And I forgot to mention that when I take my test, if you do that, it's an automatic fail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and like I remember I told him a bunch of times there are lots of people that would get automatic fails for stopping past the white line at stop signs.
Mhm.
So
there's the first drop line. And turn left. Here's 1 out of 3 for my driver's test. Go up to the second one right here.
Stop that line. Looks like that line's way far back. But he stopped. Didn't roll through. And he's going to go prove that he can do it for a third time because, gotta make sure. That's the high school you can see in front of you there.
So just check for traffic and turn left again. Go around the parking lots. It's a parking lot loop. That's it. There we are, driving past Ashley.
And then he pulls in here to the parallel parking spot, the hardest part. She
No.
talks to him for quite a bit here, giving him instructions on what to do, what would fail him, what wouldn't fail him, how many more times he could do it if he didn't do it right the first time.
How far I could get to the line, or
Now, they actually had a line painted. That's what he was just looking at there. She tells him that's 18 inches from the curb.
she was actually telling me where she was gonna go stand, like behind the curb, just so if anything happened. And Ashley was thinking in her head, or she told us that she was thinking that she was pointing to the stop sign, that saying that I had ran it or something. So she was getting extremely anxious. or
Yeah.
nervous.
she talked to him for a while and she just kept pointing at it, and it made me nervous that he may have like not stopped all the way or went past the line, and then eventually started to park, and I kind of got over
Calm
it
down
real
a little
fast.
bit.
Yeah.
So she's just telling me that she's looking for, there's some safety things that you have to do whenever you're parking. and just so that she's gonna be looking out for you, like with the things that you're doing. So then she tells me to just get ready to parallel park, and she's gonna go stand behind the curb.
Alex had practiced here before. It is actually the third place that he practiced at, because before the pandemic, he practiced at the local place 2 miles from here several times, and then found out that wasn't going to be a possibility. And we thought a couple weeks ago he's going to be able to go down to a place called Canal City, and we found out that didn't happen. But he practiced there, and then he went down earlier this week and practiced here. So plenty of practice parking between 2 barrels.
And that helped tremendously.
Yeah. Were they all pretty evenly spaced between the 3 locations?
Yeah. They were all pretty similar. Other than the one at Canal City had like a 2 curb thing. There was a curb and then a curb that came out from it, which
Made it
made
hard
the
to
second
see.
curb really, really hard to see because you were judging it off of the first one.
Yeah.
So you had to like kind of just guess and add on another 8 inches or so.
She also asked him about the backup camera on the car, which my car does have backup camera. Alex is driving my car. And she tells him he can't use it and that he needs to be able to park without it. And he says, yeah, okay.
Basically just says like, because if that fails in the real world, you're going to be screwed and you won't be able to back up.
So he's getting ready to go. Here we go.
We're lining up. Put my turn signal on here. That's one thing I sometimes was hard to remember to do.
Oh, yeah.
Just backing up, have plenty of practice. I really wasn't nervous or scared or anything about
Pull
it.
it up there. Square it up. Straighten the wheels up.
I had my windows cracked and I could hear her say after he parked, perfect. And I was like, yes.
She asked him if he'd practiced before. I don't think she realized how much he had practiced, or that he practiced at 3 locations. So as I was saying earlier, Ashley took her test here locally, and it was a lot more difficult. She had a stoplight, she had turn lanes, she had traffic to deal with,
Speed limit changes, 3-point turn.
3-point turn. She seemed really worried about that when she did hers. You talked about that a lot when
Yeah.
you took yours as a 3-point turn.
I didn't have to deal with any of that.
No.
She said they took their parallel parking first instead of doing anything else. That way you can get it out of the way, because a lot of people fail on it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's already told Alex he did good. Here's your paperwork. Go back to the DMV.
Basically, asked me if I knew how to get back to the DMV because they were going to tell me if
Yeah.
I didn't. Right, so we're gonna roll the windows back up since we don't need to talk to her anymore.
Turn the air conditioner back on because it's probably hot, right?
Yeah. Turn the turn signal out. Check behind you, just like
Yeah, because
usual.
like Alex said, this is really still part of the test, getting out of there. If he would have hit that barrel on the way out, she'd have probably called over the DMV and failed him. But he didn't. Pulling out's the easy part, right?
Yeah.
And then they swing by and tell Ashley to follow them to the DMV. Hopefully he stops here at this stop sign like he just did before. Yeah,
Just like-
stopped again. Look both ways. Good job, Al.
Because you never know, she could still be watching.
Could
you.
still be. Anyway, that is the test, and he is pretty much done here. And they drive back over to the DMV where he gets his picture made on his license, and they poke 2 more holes in his learner's permit
To make it
show that it's
invalid.
not valid. Who cares that he don't want it anymore? He's got his license. So now that that's over with, Ashley did get some tires. They showed up yesterday. We got some federal RSRRs because, you know, R's make your tires faster, right? The more R's you got, they're racing. Not racing? Not racing. 200 tread wear. So she should be good to go from the street class. We have an event coming up June 28th at Parkersburg, which is a really nice lot. All 3 of us are signed up. It'll be for Ashley's first event by herself.
Yeah.
We've got a 2-day event at the end of July on a Saturday and a Sunday, also at Parkersburg. So that should be fun. We'll probably be staying overnight in Parkersburg. They're going to run that course forward and backwards, so they'll just swap the finish. We believe, we overheard this. Swap the start and finish on Sunday and run it backwards. So they're driving back through town, like I said, and he goes in and gets his picture made, and then he's legal and ready to go. We got anything else coming up? Other than we may stop at GoPro on the way to Florida. We're gonna be
really?
on vacation. We're gonna drive by. I'm gonna try to drive by GoPro, and we'll get some video there. Anyway,
GoPro Motorflex is what we're talking about. So I just finished up. I believe
Back at the DMV.
it went well. I believe I passed. That's what she said. Nothing went wrong. My mom was with me right along, and it was kind of hard for her to stay quiet, knowing that she can tell me and help me to do anything to help her grandson out. I mean, why wouldn't you want to help me out if you could? So she had to kind of like hold her mouth a little bit, because yeah, I could see how hard it would be to try not to help someone pass the test, but here we are. We did good, and we're gonna go in and get processed.